Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to share another very fitness-oriented yoga flow practice with you today. We're going to focus a lot on the core. We're going to do some crazy plank variations. So a lot of core work, which as we know tones the abdominal muscles, strengthens the back, also revs up the metabolism and makes sure that you're burning calories all day long. Okay, so a great way to really get a lot of fitness benefits in a very short space of time is to focus on the core and make it quite intense. All right, so we're going to start in child's pose. So coming onto all fours with the tummies in nice and tight, ease the hips back towards the heels. If you prefer a child's pose with wider legs and your chest can reach closer to the ground, then go ahead and do that. Or you can have your knees closer together and the upper body resting on the legs. Your choice, whichever one you prefer. We'll go ahead and rest the forehead on the floor and begin to focus the breath. So remember, at the beginning of all of our yoga practices, we try and focus on the breath, remembering to breathe in and out through the nose for the whole time. Even when it gets challenging, by focusing on the breath, that's where we really learn to focus the mind and the body on what it is that we're doing and we're trying to achieve. Okay, so just spend a couple more moments. You could close your eyes if you like, and bring in the attention and the awareness completely to the breath in and out through the nose. Child's pose is also a really nice stretch for the lower back. So when you're ready, let's come on up to all fours. You could separate the knees a little bit more, like hip distance apart. All the time the abdominals are engaged. So let's start with a little cat's breath to warm up the back. So we inhale, lengthen through the chest, reach the sternum forward and lift up through the hips. And as we exhale, we'll round through the back, tuck the hips under and round through the shoulders. And inhale and lengthen, and exhale and round. Inhale and lengthen. So this is a great way to warm up through the back. And you can do this anytime. It's a great warm up for any exercise. So if you're going running or walking or whatever, or just first thing in the morning, a cat's breath is a nice way to warm up through the back. So we can add a little more movement so that we get the warm up going through the legs as well now. So as we inhale, we can scoop the body forward, and as we exhale, round and reach the hips back all the way to a child's pose. Inhale and scoop forward, and exhale, roll all the way back. I just like this because I find it makes the warm up much more effective. It gets it through the hips and through the legs as well. So round back, inhale as you scoop forward, and exhale as you round back. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, scooch forward, and exhale, roll on back. So we'll come back to all fours. With the abdominals engaged, let's tuck the toes under. We're taking it into down dog. You can take it nice and slow. Lift those knees up first, then lift up through the hips, and then begin to sink the heels down. So remember, in down dog, it doesn't actually matter how far your heels go down. It doesn't matter if they reach the floor, but that's where you're reaching towards. And it's a great lengthening through the back of the legs. So as we sink the heels, we lift the hips and we press the heel of the hand and the little pads of the fingertips down into the mat. We can even pedal the feet out. Since it's our first down dog, pedaling the feet out helps us warm up through the back of the legs. So that first hamstring stretch in our first down dog can sometimes feel pretty tight. So a nice gentle stepping it out or swaying the hips is a nice way to sort of just ease into the pose and make sure we're warming up through those muscles. So let's sink the hips, that's heels down. We're going to do a twisting down dog. So bend both knees deeply, and we're going to twist to the right side. So the knees point out to the right, and the hips drop down in the middle. Come back up, sink the heels in a regular down dog, and then twist to the left. So the knees point to the left, and let the hips drop down to the middle. So you should actually feel that stretch through the left side of the body as well, the left side of the torso through the waist, beginning to warm up and focus on the core. So sink both heels in down dog and twist to the right. We'll make a little flow out of it. Sink both heels in down dog and twist to the left. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and twist, and exhale, down dog. Inhale and twist. Exhale, sink. Inhale and twist. Exhale, sink the heels. One more time each side. Sink the heels in down dog and twist, and sink the heels in down dog and twist. So come back to your down dog, sink those heels. We're going to shift forward to a plank. So remember, if plank is too intense for you at this stage, you can do a kneeling plank, all right? So you see the abdominals still have to be engaged. You're still working through the back of the body. But if you can do a full plank, then go ahead and do that. We can all take the knees down, bend through the elbows, keeping the elbows in close to the body, take the chest down, and then inhale up to a little Cobra Pose. So Cobra Pose is a chest and heart opener and a back bend. Don't worry too much about trying to crank your back up into a deeper back bend. Think more about opening up through the front of the body and reaching the chest forward. So we're going to release down towards the mat, tug the toes under, and press up the whole body into a push-up. You could do that on bent knees as well, and lift up to down dog. So we'll make a little flow out of the down dog and the Cobra Pose. So shift forward to plank, your kneeling plank or full plank. Knees, chest and chin, or take it down into a lower plank where the elbow is in close. And Cobra or up dog, okay? If you're taking care of any back issues, you might want to stay down in Cobra, okay? Then you can bend at the elbows, add a little push up there, and lift up to plank, and then down dog, sink heels down. So, shift forward to plank, knees, chest and chin, or lower plank, Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up if you want, or just come to down dog. So it's like the lower half of a sun salute. One more time, let's shift forward to plank. Knees, chest and chin, or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up if you want, and down dog. Good. From there, we're going to bend the knees, and you can either walk up to the hands or take a little hop up to the hands. And we're going to inhale, lengthen through the upper body. Exhale, fold halfway down towards the legs. Keep a little bend in those knees. We'll do that again. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, fold down. One more time. Inhale and lengthen. And exhale, release. This time, as we inhale, keeping a bend in those knees, let's inhale all the way up to standing. And we'll take it into a full sun salute. So inhale in your mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive forward or reach the arms forward, whichever you prefer. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Knees, chest and chin or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up or just go straight into your down dog. So we'll flow through a few times. Bend through the knees and step or jump into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come on up to standing. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Knees, chest and chin or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up and down dog. One more time through, bend through the knees and step or jump into the hands. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come on up to standing. And exhale, swan dive forward or reach the arms forward in front or bring the hands together in the chest, your choice. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Knees, chest and chin or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up and down dog. Let's hold it in down dog this time. Sink those heels down, lift the hips up, and gently now shift forward to a plank. So we're going to do a bit of a cardio plank move here, and I call it jump switches. So one foot is going to come in front as the other is back like a lunge, and then you're going to do a jump switch change in the lunge. Okay, so the knees need to bend a bit. Right leg forward and left, and right and left. So you're going to do it pretty quickly and several times. Count to 8, 7, down dog. Let's step the right leg forward into a warrior two. So let the back heel go down, perpendicular to the front. And inhale, open up through a warrior one and open up into a warrior two. So those jump switch changes, you can do that on your knees from a kneeling plank. You just need to take it a little slower, okay? So you probably realized where the cardio is coming from in this video. So we're in our warrior two. Let's take this opportunity to catch the breath in and out through the nose. As big, deep breaths as you need. Good. Let's inhale, lengthen through the front leg. As we exhale, we're going to reach the right hand down towards the mat or to your shin. Wherever your triangle pose is, that's where we're taking it, into a triangle. So remember, with triangle, you want to open up the chest. You want to open up the whole front of the torso to face the side of the room. So if you find that your top shoulder is like folding down, it means you need a little more space. So you could try bringing your bottom hand up on your shin or up onto a block, and that should give you a little more space and allow you to open up the front of the body. So a big breath in here. As we exhale, let's fold forward. Let the left hand come down to the mat or the shin or the block. This time you might need to step the back foot in a bit because we're opening up the right hand into a revolved triangle. So really intense on the hips here, keeping length through both legs and trying to press that right hip away from your right shoulder. Okay, so think of creating space in the right side of the torso there. So press the right hip away, open up the right shoulder. And now we're going to flow between triangle and revolved triangle. You need to make sure the abdominals are really engaged to support the back and give you lots of stability. So inhale here. Exhale, let's flow through the middle. And inhale, open up into triangle. So you choose where your bottom hand goes. Inhale through the center. Exhale, open up into twisting triangle. Inhale through the center. Exhale and open. So try and keep the torso long. All the time, keep the sternum reaching forward. Inhale through the center. And exhale, open. And again, inhale through the center. And exhale, open. Let's do this one more time. Inhale through the center. Exhale, open to twisting triangle or revolved triangle. Let the fingertips come down. So we're going to swivel the back heel up so that we're in a lunge. Hands are to the mat. Tummies are in tight. And we're in a great place to start our jump switch changes. So here we go. So do it slow on the knees or fast in full lunge. All right, 4 more. 3, 2, leave the left foot in front this time. So we end with the left foot in front in a lunge. Let the back heel go down perpendicular to the front. Inhale up through warrior one and open up into your warrior two. So I'll stay back in you just so you can see from a different angle. Remember, warrior two, shoulders stacked over hips, tummies in nice and tight. Lunging into the left side this time, knees staying over the heel or behind it, not out over the toe, because that's too much stress on your knee. So taking a few breaths, catching your breath here in warrior two. Good, on this inhale, let's lengthen through our left leg. And we're going to reach with the left hand towards the floor or towards the shin, wherever you feel comfortable for your triangle pose. Remembering to open up this time through the right shoulder and through the right waist, the right side of the body, so that the whole front of the body is facing the side of the room. So big breath in here. And as we exhale, let's bring the right hand down. Let that one touch the mat or the shin or wherever you're comfortable. And open up the left arm this time into twisting triangle or revolved triangle. So this time, remember the left hip wants to lift up. So try and create space in every pose. Let the left hip go back and down and away from this left shoulder as you open up that left arm. Okay? Big inhale, and exhale. Maybe open up a smidgen more. One more time, inhale, and exhale. So let's flow between triangle and revolved triangle. So inhale through the center with the abdominals engaged and the chest reaching forward, and open up to triangle. Inhale here, and exhale through the center. Inhale into revolved triangle, and exhale through the center. Strong, strong legs to support this twisting upper body. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale through the center. Inhale, into revolved triangle. Exhale through the center. One more time each side. Inhale up. Exhale, center. And last time. Inhale up. Exhale, come back to our lunge. Fingers on the mat. Lift the back heel up into your lunge. Jump switch changes from our lunge. Here we go. 8, 7. You can do this from the knees if you want. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up, and down dog. Take a rest in child's pose if you need to, and whenever you need to. But if you're fine, let's shift forward to plank. We're going to take it into a rolling side plank. So roll onto the outside of your right foot. You can stack your left foot on top or have it in front on the mat for more stability. Lifting up through the hips and the waist, opening up the left arm. Inhale here, and exhale. Come back through your normal plank and over to the left side. So again, stack your right foot on top or one foot in front of the other for better stability, lifting up through the hips and the waist. And we're going to flow or roll through those side planks. So come on through the center and open up the left arm. And roll through the center and open up the right arm. So with the abdominals super engaged, you should feel this really working through the obliques as you lift up to the side. Middle abdominals through the middle. And the obliques on the other side. Lift up the hips. Okay? So slow and controlled, and really focus on each separate set of abdominal muscles as you do these rolling side planks. Tummy's in nice and tight all the time. And remember, if you can, when you get to the side, lift up a bit more through the waist. Really lift the waist up away from the mat. Good. So next time on the right side, we're going to opening up to Wild Thing. So onto the right hand, touch your top toe behind you a bit, up on the toes. Drive the hips up towards the ceiling a bit more, and open up your left arm, open up the chest, and lift, lift, lift away from the floor. Wild Thing. And breathe. One more big breath in. Exhale, back to rolling plank. So roll onto the left side. So this, of course, also can be done from a kneeling position. You can have a kneeling side plank. There are various options. Okay, if you take a modified version, just take a little more time getting from one side to the other. Okay, that's fine. Okay, one more time on the right. And then on the left, we'll open up to Wild Thing on the left side. So here we go. Side plank on the left. Touch your top toe behind you a smidgen. Drive the hips up into the air and open up the right arm. Open up the right shoulder. A nice way to really open up the chest is to cactus the top arm. So bend at the elbow. Open up the chest a bit more. And then reach that arm long. Good, let's come back to our plank. Bend through the knees, let's do some jump switch changes right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down dog, sink those heels, bend through the knees, step or jump into the hands. You can stay here and rest in like a ragdoll forward fold or flow through the rest of a sun salute. So inhale, come on up. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or jump back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank push up. And all meet in down dog. If you were taking a break, just step back to a little down dog now. We're going to lift the right leg up into the air in a down dog splits and plank crunch. So if we're focusing on the abdominals and the core, we can't not do dog splits, plank crunch. Nice and slow and controlled. Dog splits, plank crunch. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Good. This time, plank crunch and hold. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that right knee in. And then step that right foot forward. Take the back foot down, perpendicular to the front, and lengthen through that front leg so that we are in a pyramid pose. Okay? Small bend in the back of that right knee. If you need to protect the hamstring, or if that stretch is just too intense, you could even step the back foot in closer as well. Okay? So let's lengthen through the upper body. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, fold down a bit more. And let's flow with the breath. So inhale, come on up to standing. And exhale, forward fold in your pyramid pose. And inhale, come on up to standing. Take it as an opportunity. Exhale to catch the breath. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, forward fold. Really reach those fingertips. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, forward fold. Stay in the forward fold this time. Fingertips, both fingertips to the mat. We're going to bend through your front knee and shift the body weight forward, forward, forward until the back foot lifts up. And then drive that back leg up into the air, into your standing splits. So remember, it does not matter how high up that back leg goes, but just make sure you're squeezing through those glutes and lengthening through the leg as much as you can. Okay, and then allow the upper body to press towards your standing leg. So you're getting a super deep hamstring stretch to the back of the standing leg while you're working the hamstrings and the glutes in the lifted leg. So squeeze and lift, 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 lift. And this time we're going to bend through the standing knee. Take a big step back with that lifted foot so that we step back into a lunge. And guess what we do from the lunge? Jump switch changes. So here we go. 8, 7, 6. Try and stay nice and buoyant. 4, 3, 2, and leave the left foot in front into a lunge. Good. So lift up through the hips. Let the back foot go down perpendicular to the front. So we're in pyramid pose now on the other side. So adjust your pyramid pose for the intensity of the stretch on the other side. Remember, we're different on each side. So work with your body, okay? All right, bring the back foot in if you need to bring it in closer. Little bend in this front knee so as not to overextend through the hamstring. Let's inhale, lengthen through the upper body, and exhale, fold. Let's flow with the breath here. So nice strong legs, abdominals engaged to support the lower back. Inhale, come on up to standing. And exhale, forward fold, reaching the hands forward. Inhale, come on up. And exhale, reach forward. And flow with your breath. Take this as the opportunity to catch the breath after those little cardio bursts. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale up and long. Reach the arms as long as you fold. Fold. 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. So from your pyramid pose, fingertips to the mat. Bend the front knee and shift the body weight forward, 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 and let the back foot lift up. Drive the back leg up into the air, into standing splits now on the other side. So glutes work to lift that leg up, and then the hamstrings and the quads work to lengthen that leg and make it as straight as you can. And then fold the upper body in towards your standing leg. Good. 1 more big breath in here. Lifting that leg as high, high, high as you can. Bend through the standing leg and bring that back foot down into a lunge. And last time, jump switch changes. Here we go on the fingertips and jump switch change. Two more, and last time. Step back to plank. Knees, chest and chin or lower plank. Cobra or up dog. Lower plank, push up and down dog. Good, sink those heels down. Let's bend the knees and shift the hips back into a well-deserved child's pose. Good, so allow your back and back body to sway out if you like. That's a really nice way to ease out any tension that we might have built in child's pose. And from there, let's slowly come on up. We're going to bring both legs out in front of us in a seated position on our mat. So both legs out in front of us. Bring the flesh out from underneath. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen through the upper body. And exhale, forward fold. So let your hands come down on your shins. If they touch your toes, great. If they go further than your toes, that's fine too. But remember, the idea in a forward fold is not to get the forehead to the floor necessarily. Okay? You want to inhale, lengthen through the whole torso first. And then as you exhale, begin to reach the middle of the chest, the sternum forward. Abdominals are in nice and tight. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, forward fold. And with your own breath, each time you inhale, lengthen. And each time you exhale, forward fold. You might go a little bit further each time, and that's great. Okay? Remember that if your legs start to tremble, you've probably taken that stretch a little bit too far, and you should back it off. Otherwise, you do risk injury. Okay? Inhale, lengthen one more time. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Let's slowly come up to sitting. We're going to bend the knees, and we're going to take it all the way down onto our mat. I like to hold onto the back of my thighs and roll down. And then when I roll down, hug the knees in, because that's like a reclined child's pose, a nice way to ease out any back tension as well. So let's thread the needle to ease out any remaining back tension from that workout. So let the left leg go long. Cross the lower half of the right leg in front of the chest. If you can wrap your left arm around that foot and wrap the right arm as well and have them meet then, and hug that lower leg into the body. So the left leg is staying strong and long on the mat, and we're hugging the bent right leg into the body. So it's like a pigeon pose, it's like a reclined pigeon pose. All right, so great stretch for the outer hip as well. So let's grab that right toe with your left hand. I guess I'm going to go out of the camera view now. But we're going to twist to the left. So that foot is going to come over to the left side, and then you're going to let your right shoulder drop back to the right. You can even let your right arm extend. So I love finishing off a class with a twist, a deep twist for the back. It's also a twist for the torso, for the abdominals. Great for massaging out the internal organs and removing toxins from the body. And also all part of our core work. So we don't just work the core, but we also have to stretch it as well, okay? So we're gonna switch sides. So the right leg now goes long on the floor. The left leg, we're gonna hug it in towards the body with both arms. If you can get your foot to your elbow, then fine, knee to elbow. And then you can really hug that leg in. Lovely stretch for the outer hip now on the left side. So taking it into our twist, so you can grab your toe, your left toe with your right hand, and twist to the right side. And let the left shoulder now drop back down to the left, head drops to the left side as well. Good. Big breath in. Try and create space now, so the left hip might want to lift up. Again, try and press that hip away from the shoulder to create more space through the waist and allow you to have a deeper twist. One more big breath in here. And exhale. So come back to the center. Let's give those knees one last big hug in. You can even bring your forehead up to your knees to lengthen and stretch through the back, the whole spine there. And then release the head down Let's release the legs down. Let's have one more nice long full body stretch. So reach the toes away, reach the fingertips away, pull the tummies in nice and tight and lengthen through the waist. You can feel the length through the waist when you do this. And exhale, let the whole body relax. And then stay there. Let that be your Shavasana position, wherever you let the limbs down. And then stay here with your natural breath just as long as you can. If you can allow the video to end and go ahead and take a few more minutes in full relaxation, giving the body time to acclimate all that hard work that it just did, then go ahead and do that. That's a nice treat for the body after all that hard work. And then when you're ready, you can take a moment to come up to an easy seated position, however you're comfortable in an easy seat. Tummies in tight, sitting up nice and tall, bringing the hands together in front of the chest. Bringing the thumbs to the forehead and the third eye. And it is from this place in me where I see and I bow to the light in you. Namaste. And thank you for joining me.